Okay, welcome to this live eBay listing demo. My motto is there's plenty of eBay for us all to be blessed and prosper. Thanks for joining me tonight. My name is Danna Crawford, and you can learn more about me at my website at powersellingmom.com. I've been an eBay seller since 1997, and I do make a living full-time on eBay. My eBay ID is Danna. Easy to remember, D-A-N-N-A. And I was part of the Hall of Fame, and I'm quite honored to be in that category at eBay. I'm also a consignment seller, so people bring me items actually from all over the world, and I list them for people on eBay. I charge 50/50, anything under 1,000. And I'm also a public speaker. I do a lot of presentations for SCORE. It's a nonprofit organization. I do presentations on email marketing and, of course, eBay. I'm also the strategic director at WorthPoint, and I just accepted a position with them. I work from home, so I work remotely. They're located in Atlanta, Georgia, and they actually came to me about this position because I am an active user and I know how to use it, and it actually is what has helped me grow my eBay business. So let's get started. Now, I use two sites, of course, eBay, and then I use WorthPoint. So this is my link that will take you to a free trial. So if you just type in researchisking.com, and then that'll take you right to set up the free trial. So it's free 1 week with 7 lookups. So you can look up 7 items, and I'll go into more of that later. But so that you use my referral, it's called researchisking.com. So for now, let's go to eBay. Now, I have a lot of things to list. So I was trying to decide which kind of item to list for you guys to walk you through it, and I decided to use an ornament. And I have several ornaments to list, and this one that I'm going to list is a train ornament, and it's by Lennox, and it's dated 2000, and it's part of their annual holiday ornaments. So first thing I'm going to do before I start is to see if there are any current ones on eBay. So let's put in Lennox train 2000 ornament. Now the first one that comes up is $13.99. So these are current listings. $13.99, free shipping, 14, and they're not in the box. Now there's a caboose, and I have the train. Oh, this one has a name on it. $13.59. Okay, so let's see. Now there are several on eBay right now, but I want to see how they've been selling. So I'm going to go over to the left, and I'm going to click on completed listings, because I want to see how many have been successful and how many have not been successful. So at the top right, I'm going to adjust my sort bar to highest price first, because I want to see the money first. So the first one at the top is, excuse me, I need to check box both, completed and sold. Sorry. All right, so the highest priced one was $39.95, but they accepted an offer. We don't know what that is. eBay doesn't show it on the screen, but we can see that they did not sell it for $39.95. They sold it for less. And then we have 3 pieces, one for $26, free shipping, $29.99. That is just like mine. It's identical to this one. It's in the box. I'm not sure what price they sold it at. And then one for $6.99 with $7.60 shipping. So I'm going to next go to, say you type in researchisking.com, and that'll bring you into the Worthopedia. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in Lennox 2000. Oh, they have lots of annuals. Look at that. And search. Now, I'm going to be looking, there's my train. This one says new in box, Lennox 2000 annual holiday train, Christmas tree. Those were the kinds of words they used in their title, and it went for $39.99, and that was on December 16th, 2011. Now, the great thing about WorthPoint is it goes back 10 years, and you can't go back that far on eBay. So this lets me go back and take a look at what they've been selling for over the past 10 years, and then also see how much, what are the highest selling and the lowest selling, what kind of categories did they put them in, what kind of titles did they use, so that I can follow success. Now, here's one in 2006. It only sold for $28.98. 2017, $27.99. So it looks like, just from a quick glance, it looks like they've been holding their price pretty steady, and the most that they sell for is $39.99. So I have two options at this point. I could click right here from WorthPoint, and then I could click on sell similar item on eBay. And now what happens, it'll bring up the same category that it was listed in, and sometimes it'll recommend categories for you, so you can follow through. And of course, Lennox is the top category, and then it'll pull in the title, and then I can add the condition box. Now, everybody knows, or if you don't know, of course, the condition box is where you would put in any flaws or anything that's wrong. So I'm just going to put in box shows a dab of shelf wear. But mine's not new. I'm just going to say, I'm going to reword that because mine is not new. And to get some ideas on words, I'm going to go back and take a look at some of the words that people were using on eBay. Gold trim. Now this is one avenue for you to list where we can type our words in. Lennox. I'm going to add the word engine. Well, let's put train engine 2000 annual holiday Christmas ornament with box. Okay, and then I got to select the condition it's used, and then next. Now, what I like about this system from WorthPoint is it pulls in the description that someone else used. So it pulls it in for me. And now I can go through and I can edit it. I can switch it up. I can change it the way that I like. Like, I don't need payment and shipping terms in there. Mine's not new. So this is another option. Now, I want to show you, before I get too far ahead, I'm going to go ahead and close this. This is one way to list on eBay. Another way is to go right to eBay, and after we look it up, we click on sell one like this. And when I click on that, of course I have to log in. Now close your eyes. I'll be copying my password. All right, now when you list it this way, it pulls in the same title that they used, and so now we have to switch it up a bit. So we got porcelain train year. We don't need the word year in there. That's not really the word we need. Actually, I'm going to put, oh wait, gold trim. That's fine. We'll leave it. I'm going to put train engine. What else? With box. And I actually like to switch it up where I have some caps. Like I'm going to make Lennox all caps. I'm going to make porcelain all caps. And I'll have box. Let's see, what else could I add? This was an, I got the word annual. No. Okay, so once I'm happy, now the goal is to add as many keywords as possible in that title. Now I'm going to skip subtitle. I am going to skip custom labels. I have it under the category of ornaments. Now, if I wanted to add a second category, it's under Lennox, excuse me, Lennox ornaments. If I wanted to add a second category, I could. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and add a second category, and that's going to be under trains. So I'm going to go to collectibles. It's under transportation. And it is railroadiana and trains and other. All right, now I store category. I just leave it at other because on my eBay store I use eBay categories. This is my personal opinion. I feel that eBay categories are more powerful than designing your own categories. Next, condition, is it new or used? This is the condition box where you list, you type in simple, any errors, anything that's wrong, or issues. So this is where I'll put a dab of shelfware on box. See photos. Now, I'm not adding my photos yet because I'm on my desktop and my photos are on my phone. So I'm going to skip this part for now. And then I'm going to check out any item specifics. Super important, folks. Anything to do with item specifics. So Lennox is one, the brand, what country is it made in? I think I just read it somewhere. Where is it? Thailand. So we're going to put it that it's made in Thailand. There we go. Now, excuse me, I'm at my condition box. Now, if you go to the right, you can click on Advanced Editing. And this is where you can insert a custom template. Now, I don't have one for Christmas ornaments right now. So to make it easier for me to get this listed, I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to go ahead and copy that title. I'm going to scroll back down to description. I'm going to switch it to number 18 font because I'm old. I like to see my words big, so I'll type that in. And then now I'm going to break it up. So it's Lennox, Christmas ornament, porcelain, train engine, 2000, gold trim, with box, annual, holiday. Looks like it didn't go to number 18. So I'm going to highlight it again, switch it to number 18, make it a little bit bigger. Now I'll scoot back up and I'll go to that condition box, what I typed there, copy it, scroll down, paste. Now I might want to put the measurements in here, measuring about, grab my measuring tape real quick. Oh, where did I put it? All right, I like to use Grandma's seamstress tape because in my opinion it's the most reliable. So it's about 4 inches long. All right, next I'm going to decide, did I want to do an auction or do I want to do a buy it now? Now, based on my research, I'm going to go with, fixed price. So I'm going to go with fixed price and then good till canceled. And I'm going to put $39.99 and I'm going to put in let buyers make an offer. And I'm automatically going to decline anything lower than $24. So this way, if somebody makes an offer of $15, it's automatically going to decline it. If they make an offer of $20, it's automatically going to decline it. They make an offer of $25, it's automatically going to accept it. I only have one. I'm not doing the eBay charity. And then I'm going to do fast and free. I have that pre-made, fast and free, 30-day returns always, and package or thick envelope. So I'm going to say I'll be able to ship this easily in a 7 by 7 by 6, and it weighs, say, 6 ounces. And I can see that my fee is 10 cents because I'm listing it in a second category. Otherwise, it would have been free for me with my eBay store level. And now I need to add the photos, right? So I'm just going to click on Save and Continue Later. Now, my little procedure is I'll go through about 5 items and save them until later. So right now, you can see I have a lot of items in my drafts. That's what this is called, your draft folder. And these are all waiting for me to go take photos. Now, I do have a photo of this hat from Jim Beam. But just what I'm going to do now, and you can't see me, I'm going to grab my cell phone, and I'm going to go to the eBay app, and I'm going to go to my eBay, directly on my eBay app, and I'm going to go to Selling. And now I have my drafts. So I'm going to go to the draft area, and I'm going to pull up the Lenox ornament. And if I was in my photo studio, I'd be taking pictures of that. But I already took them before I jumped on this call. And so I'm going to pull the photos in from my photo library from my iPhone. And I'm going to directly add them to this listing, to this draft. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photos that I took. Add photos, and now they're being uploaded directly. I click Done, and then I click Save. And now they'll be automatically uploaded into my listing, and I can either actually list it right directly from my phone now, or I can come back to my laptop, which I like to do. That's why I always do 5 at a time. It's my little system. I'll do 5. And then I'll come back to my laptop and then complete draft. And I'll scroll down, and there's the photos that I just took. Well, I took them earlier, and they were on my camera, on my phone. And now these, I can edit them. So first I'm going to crop. Bring it around and crop. Save. And then I could brighten it. So these little symbols down here, this one is the one that turns it. Of course, I don't want to turn it, but I just want to show you how that works. The next one is to brighten it. So the top one will let me brighten it up, and it'll let me contrast, add contrast, or darken it. I don't think it needs any of those, or I can cancel it. The next one is to strengthen it. So if I need to, I say, boy, this picture looks kind of blurry. So I can try to straighten it with this and then save, and it'll make it pop. It'll make it stand out a little bit brighter. Now this next one is the magic wand. So if I click that, it'll auto adjust. That means it'll adjust to the way that it feels it should look. And sometimes I use that and it doesn't look very good. So then when you do that, you can just quickly click cancel, or if you like it, you just click save. And it's saving the image. Then I just go to the next one and I decide if I need to do anything. I can crop it or go to the next one. I like to show, I like to keep all my photos clean with a clean background. You don't want clutter in your background. And when you crop them, it pulls them in up close and it gives it a nice look, as you can see. And these are all pictures taken with my smartphone. And eBay allows you 12 free photos, so I suggest try to get 12 in, or as many as you feel will represent your item. Don't just do one, please. Because the more photos that you have, the more it increases your odds on a sale. Because I know for me, when I pull up I'm thinking about buying something, I flick through the photos, and if they only have one, I lose interest. It's like, oh my gosh, they didn't have time to add more photos to this. So I actually will go to the next listing so that I can look through some photos. And usually by the last photo, I've made my decision if I'm going to buy it or not. So it helps me to say, yes, I'm buying this. All right, and then the final one showed that it sold for $54 originally. And all right, so now I'm happy with all that. I have it all uploaded. I'll scroll down to the bottom and it's ready to go. So this time I'm going to click list item and it should go live. Ta-da! So this listing just went live. Now, excuse me, if I want to take it a step further, I could actually shoot it out on Pinterest if I had a board dedicated to my eBay store, which I do, and put it on Pinterest very quickly, right directly. I would click save, and then it would go to Pinterest, or I could click to send it to Twitter, and just to show you, I'll put it on my Danna Crawford, log in and tweet out to Twitter, or I can shoot it out on Facebook. Now, I don't recommend putting a bunch of eBay listings on your personal Facebook page because it's too much. But you can put it on, I have a group, and in the group it's called Free Auction Advertising Group on Facebook, and you can post it on there. You can post one a day is the idea, and so then boom, it shows you that it just went to Facebook, and then you're done. Now, or you can go visit the item and take a look at it. Now, we just shared it. Look at that. I just shared it. It's already had 12 page views. Either all of you, I know there's more than 12 here, did all of you just go search for it and click on it? Or did it just get attention on Twitter and Facebook, which I'm sure it did. Another thing that I like to do is I'll add it to my collection. So if I have a collection for Christmas ornaments or whatever my collection is, I will add it to that collection as well. So I'll do that as well sometimes. Now I'll just take a quick look to see if I had any typos, anything looks crazy. Now, I like mine all left margin, short, sweet sentences because they show up really nice that way, and they look excellent on a smartphone. All right. Now, that's the first one. Now, when I'm done, I can just go back to, you can click on done, and now it'll bring you back to your active listings. And when you come in to look at your active listings, you can also go to the left and go back to your drafts. And now it'll show you all the items that you have in your draft, and then you could go to the next item. The next item I had posted earlier, and this is a Jim Beam baseball cap. So I took my photo, I did the same procedure, and then I added my photos later. This was actually a baseball cap that came free with a bottle of Jim Beam. And not real valuable, but I thought it was kind of cool, so I decided to list it. I'll just go ahead and finish it for you. So the great thing about drafts is you can start them like I did. I actually started this a couple days ago, and they'll stay put. They don't stay there forever, though, so you do have to finish them off or they will disappear. I'm not sure on the exact length of time that they stay off the top of my head. Someone told me 30 days, someone else said 15. I apologize, I've never really researched it to find out because I've never had an issue with it. But you want to try to finish them off, as soon as possible. Now this one had a few rips in the lid, but pretty sure I said all that. Let me double check. I just think it's important to show all the sides of your items as much as possible. And that's mainly because that's how I like to shop. So think like a shopper. When you shop, how do you like your listings to look when you're shopping? That's the way you should list. And this final one. I didn't want to take it out of the box because it was new in the box. So there really wasn't much to show on this. I can't remember. I put new Jim Beam baseball cap / hat. So I put both words in there in case someone was searching for a Jim Beam hat and then someone may be searching for a Jim Beam cap. I put in both angles. Let's see. Then I scroll down and there's my description. I listed it at $19.99, and I didn't make an offer on this. Fast and free, ready to go, no fees, list item. Thank you for listing in eBay's bottles category. If your listing contains alcohol, please be aware that alcohol can't be listed on eBay unless you are a pre-approved wine seller. I'm not. To see if you're eligible to become a licensed wine seller on eBay, please review the selling wine on eBay section of our alcohol policy. Now I would either edit and take out that alcohol that I'm listing, but of course we're not listing alcohol, so we're just going to click on continue listing. But it's nice that they warn us. There we go. So now it's gone live. And we can go take a quick look. It's had one page view, that's me. And the nice thing about looking at the page views is they are unique visitors. So that means that if you keep visiting your page, it's not going to keep counting you. It'll only count you once, and then it won't count you again. So if your page has, if you send it out to Twitter, like, watch what happens. I'll send it out to Twitter. I'll click on Twitter, check out this new Jim Beam, except I'm going to take out checkout. I think that's cheesy. All right, new Jim Beam baseball cap, hat, factory sealed, promotional inbox, hashtag Jim Beam, tweet. All right, so it just went out to my Twitter page, and then now let's refresh, and it's had 6 page views. So I love doing that. So it's so interesting, and they are definitely unique visitors. So they're people that have popped in, and that should grow as time goes on. So I love Twitter. Twitter's my favorite marketing place. All right, so let's scroll down, double check, make sure see how I put everything left margin. I type in a few words, and again, I do that because it looks wonderful on a smartphone or any mobile device. All right, now I wanted to share with you, I have a lot of clothing items I've been selling lately, and also action figures. So what I did, say I'm going to list, I don't know off the top of my head, let's say Batman. Oh gosh darn it. I should have just pulled one up. I don't have one ready to list, but let's say Batman. Well, I just sold a bronze. Let's see if he's still out there. Batman bronze. And we will go to sold. Highest price first. That's weird. I can't believe my Batman's not on there. That is so strange. I just sold it. Wow. There he is. Isn't he beautiful? All right. So if I had another one, which I wish I had a truckload of them, but I don't. So this Batman sold, and you can see I started it at $8,000, and he didn't sell for that. But if you go back, you can see that it's crossed off, and eBay doesn't show us what it sold for. So it was $8,000. The next one was $299, and then it goes down. So these are kind of rare, obviously, and it's crossed off, but I sold it for $7,200. So if I had another one, which I wish I did, then I would just simply click on relist, or if this wasn't my personal listing, I would click on, oh, and it's not going to be here because it is my listing. It would be sell one like this. And you can see I had a lot of details on this one because this really is a really rare item. And I'm so happy the buyer just received it today. Whew. I was worried about this one because it seemed like it took forever to ship. Isn't it gorgeous though? And I love selling toys on eBay. I just had to show this off because it was just one of the coolest listings I've had in a long time. And I'll be honest, I never shipped an item that expensive. I've sold $12,000 items on up, but I've never shipped it where people would come and pick it up. So this was quite the challenge. And I actually shipped it registered mail to be safe. So I just had to show him off. All right, well, I can't relist it from here to show you what I want. Say we'll go to this other Batman for $299. It's not mine. So now it'll be there. It says sell one like this. So when I click that, sell one like this, and now it'll bring up the same title that person used. And what I want to show you is in my advanced editing, on my custom templates, I have one for action figures already. So this is what's going to help you speed up listing, especially if you have similar items. You can create this custom template that's sweet, simple, easy, and you just replace. So insert title, and I just wrote those in there just to remind myself. And all I do is I'll go back up, I'll copy the title, bring it down, paste the title, again, adjust the size of my sentences because that's just my preference. The packaging description, I'd go back up if I had something written in here about, let's see, box shows some storage wear with a few age spots. All right, so then I would copy that, scroll down, and then paste. And then I already have the rest of this. And I created this hot link from a local seller, see other items from this collection, from this collector, and they can click to view the other action figures. So if I go back, let me just go look at one of my listings and I'll show you how this looks. Active listings. Let's see, I'm sure I got another Batman. All right, here's another good one. All right, so I've got 9 watchers on this one, but if we scroll down to the box, to the description box, you can see click to view action figures, and if you click that, it'll take you to my master list of all my action figures. So this is how I cross promote my listings, and this system works really well for me. So you can see I have 88 action figures, and you're allowed to put this type of linking in your listings because it's not taking people off eBay. It's taking them directly to your eBay store to look at your other items. So, you know, you can scroll through and hopefully they'll buy more than one because I always combine shipping. I have some really interesting stuff on right now. So, it's that time of year, folks. It's the best time of year to make money. And each one of these, if you look at them, even Popeye, when you scroll down, there's that box again, from a local estate, see other items from this collector. Now, I have a same template set up for clothing. Well, particular clothing. I'm a consignment seller, as I mentioned, and I have clothes from, let's see if I can find one of hers real quick. Here she is. This is this is one of my consignment ladies, lovely ladies, and she's from New Jersey. So on her listings, I put gently used for my Jersey girlfriend. See other items from this collection. And if they click that, now they can view. I have 30 items up from her. And you can see all of these very interesting types of art to wear clothing. I have a big blog post coming out about this topic very soon. I'm almost done, ready to publish it, but you'll have to check back my website at Power Selling Mom. These are really unique and interesting, and I've sold a lot of them. And she's one of my regular clients from New Jersey. She sends me items on a regular basis, and I just love her. So this has worked out really well for me to have this type of a template. So say I was going to sell a similar item. Say she sent another pair of pants that are this brand. And I would just click on that, scroll down, it brings in the title. It even brings in those photos, but I would delete all the photos because it's important to have all new photos. I'll double check, you know, all of the item specifics, and when you sell a similar item, when it's your own, it'll bring in the same title, and the same description. So you can just buzz through here and adjust what's needed, or you can delete it all out. Let's start from scratch. So I'm going to go to advanced editing. I'm going to go to custom template, and you can see I have a template created called Jersey Girl. So if I click that, boom, it says replace title here. So all I would do is go up to the top, grab that title, copy, scroll down, paste it, and then doctor it up, I like to call it. Any keywords. Now I've already got the measurements for this, but if it was a dress or a blouse, there's all of my things, my measurements that are ready for me to just type in. So all I do is get my measuring tape ready, and I measure chest, armpit to armpit, boom, 22 inches. Side, armpit to bottom hem, 12 inches. Sleeve, 33, just to give you an idea. Now this one I messed up on, but I need to fix this. So I'm going to take out the, and then put 35, whatever it is. Photo show all, boom, it's ready to be listed. I've already got the template created. Or, of course, this is pants, so I don't need all that. So I just delete it. Anything else, ready to go. Boom, adjust my price, and I can list really fast this way. Now, those of you that are wondering, let's see, how the heck did I get a template? Let me go to one of my drafts. Now, see, these are the ones I was playing with, and I could just go ahead and get rid of them right now so I don't get messed up. But these are all of my, actually, what these are items that I've scanned. And when I scan them, my barcodes, and I get, now here's a few that need to be finished. I hired this girl to come in and take photos for me one day, and so these are the photos that are left for me to finish listing. But what was I getting at? Oh yeah, so a lot of these they're just rough drafts because I've scanned them with my barcode scanner on eBay on my smartphone, and then I brought them in and I just save them so that they're ready for me to finish off and complete. So that is another workshop. Now, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah, the template. So let's say I'm going to create a template. All you do is just pull up any starting spot and then go to the description box and then go to advanced editing, insert custom template, and now you can see create a template. And now this is where you can give it a name. Let's call it ornaments. And I like to use number 18 font, and I'll just say title here, couple spaces down, and then I'll put awesome ornament, gently used from a local estate, photo show all. And I could put stored smoke free. Now, if I had no pets, I could put pet free, but I don't. I have a cat, but I don't tell people about my cat. But I make sure I don't have cat hair on it. Now, if you want to add that link that I was telling you about, a hot link, you could do a couple things. So what I do is I just go back to my listing, and when I grab this, you could actually do this from your own. Just go to one of my listings and copy this, and then when you go to your template and you paste it, it'll automatically be a hot link. And then you switch to HTML editor. Now, when you switch to HTML editor, you're like, oh my God, look at all this Chinese mumbo jumbo. What does this all mean? And this is code. This is behind the scenes. And this is allowed. This is an active content. This is allowed. So the first thing you're going to see, or that we're going to point out, is that link. And this is the hot link. And some of you this may be too much for you. And if it is, don't worry about it. You don't have to do this. So there's that hot link right there. So I can identify that is what I need to replace. So now I'm going to go to my eBay store. Let's refresh this page for fun. Look at that. It's had 27 page views. All right, so we're going to go visit the Ask Danna eBay store. And what I'm going to do is in that search bar, I'm going to type in the word ornament. Don't make it plural. You want to make it singular, so ornament, and click search. And now it'll bring up all the ornaments that I have. Now I'm going to go to the top and copy that URL, right click, copy. I'm going to go back to my template, and now I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to switch it back to editor, and of course it's not Jersey Girl anymore. I'm going to call it See Other Items, See other ornaments. Click to view holiday ornament. Oops, it didn't go hot. Darn it. If it goes black, then it's not hot. Oops. There we go. Of course, I'm going to get out Jersey Girlfriend. And adjust what I need to adjust. '18 font. There we go. Create. Now I've got a new template titled Ornaments. So when I go to list an ornament, let's just try it. Let's delete. So I come down to the description box. Wait, switch it to advanced, and then look for your template. Now you can see I have one for action figures, one for clothing, one for postcards. Same thing, where I'm going to paste the title, paste the condition, and there you have it. So then if people click it, then they go directly to the postcards. So that's about it. I hope I didn't overwhelm you all. I know it's a lot of information. But hey, I see you're all still here, so that's good news. I think I see a question. Do you have to have a store to use collections? Also explain the free shipping qualifications and the service that ships international for you. Okay, so do you have to have a store to use collections? No, collections are for anybody. So when you're gosh, I'm pretty sure you don't have to have a store. I know how you can tell. So you can tell by when you visit a listing. All right, so you're going to go visit a listing, and below it, it'll say add to collection. And if you click that, now it'll allow you to create a collection. Now, where these collections are, I can do a whole webinar about collections. There's a lot of information out there about it. But if you click on your user ID, this is the modern me page. Back in the day, we had a me page. Don't look at my negative. I'm very ashamed of my negative. I made this guy really mad because I blocked him, so he left me a negative, but that's another story. Anyhow, this is the modern me page, and if you scroll down, it's going to show you items for sale and your collections. And don't judge me, I do have nude men on my collection. I just noticed. I didn't expect that to be front center. That's because of some art that I have listed on consignment. So I started a collection on nude art, nude men, to help promote that. And also Louis Vuitton is my true love in life, and I have a collection on that. But your collections will show up right here is what I was getting at, among other things on this page. But I just wanted to point that out. So art, that's where you'll be able to find out on your collections. Explain the free shipping qualifications and the service for that ships international for you. The shipping, the international shipping is called global shipping. So to make it easier for you, if you go to powersellingmom.com, and if you go to the search bar and type in global shipping, now I have, here it is, It's a presentation on Say Yes to eBay's global shipping program. And it's pretty much step-by-step how it works and how you can opt in. There's even a free global shipping info ebook that's written by eBay. And if you click that, it's a free download. You just have to give your email address. And there's also a video that I did on how the global shipping, on how there's Texas Gal. It shows you how the global shipping works. And this is the best thing. I mean, it'll go through and explain it all to you quicker than, or it'll be better than I can just try to explain it to you quickly. But I can tell you, just bottom line, say yes to global shipping, and then your items will show up in, last time I checked, there were 69 countries. This one has 64, but there were a few more added since I wrote this post. So there are 69 countries. And then you're just simply going to ship your item to Kentucky. That's going to be how it's going to work. So, and you don't have to worry about other details like customs or anything like that. Okay, hope that helped, Art. All right, let's see. Hi, Mary. Let's see. Can you please type up the instructions for inserting the hyperlink and exactly where the insert should begin and exactly where the insert should end? And you are correct. This portion is Chinese to me. Thank you. You're right. I know. It can be like, oh my goodness. The first time I saw code like that, oh, I am totally self-taught. And you're very welcome. I will indeed put together a post about how to do that. I promise. It may not be right away, but I will definitely do that. All right. Any other questions? All right. Looks like we're all caught up. You're very welcome. Awesome. All right. Well, we did good on time, 7:53. My next webinar is on shipping. And then I have another one on the 30th about research. Because I know the one that I did the other day, we had so many issues, so I decided to run another one. So to find my workshops and my webinars, if you go to my website, and at the top, you'll see Home, Products and Services. When you click on Products and Services, you go to Events. And thank you, Sandy. Thank you very much. And then you scroll down, and you'll see I have an event in Gainesville, Florida on November 29th. And if you want to come and join me in Gainesville, you just click on that. And now it'll take you to the registration page. And this is a free workshop. It's a 2-hour presentation that I go through a lot of details with listing and selling on eBay. And then there's one in Ocala, Florida on November 28th. And then this Saturday, I'll be in Mount Dora, Florida with a treasure hunt. And Atlanta on December 9th. And I'll be traveling around the country doing these treasure hunts, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be so much fun. And then at the bottom are my live demos. So here's the eBay listing for today. And then there's eBay shipping. That's Tuesday, the 21st. What's it worth is the 30th. Email marketing is the 14th. Now, for those watching in the archives, the dates are going to be different, but all of my webinars are always posted at the bottom of this page. So that's the best way to see what I have going on. And then, of course, if you want to jump on a phone call with me, if you scroll down, it says Book Now. And when you click this, it'll show different topics. So there's the eBay help desk if you have a free 10-minute call, eBay consignment question if you need assistance with WorthPoint research, or if you want to really dive in, there's a 30-minute call for $50, $100 for an hour, $300 for an eBay store assessment. That means that I'll go in and I will look through your eBay store and I will analyze it. And I spend a lot of quality time researching and going through your eBay store and coming up with solutions for you to improve it. And then, oh, I have this little fun one. It's called a mystery box for $35, and I'll put together some fun stuff for you to sell on eBay. And then, of course, if you want to come to my home for the day, it's from 9 a.m. till 3:30, and lunch is included. It's $375, and I will focus on your eBay business or your marketing business, whatever. Could be email marketing. If you want to book something on Constant Contact or marketing, it's pretty easy. You just click it, and it matches my Google Calendar. So you choose what time, what day is good for you. You can see the 17th. Actually, I need to shut down Saturday. I don't want to talk to anybody at 7 at night Saturday. I need to change that. But the dates are there, and just pick out what time is good for you. So that's everything in a nutshell. All right, everybody. Well, I hope that going forward, I do have more videos on my website. You can also type in, just put in eBay selling, for example. And when you search whatever topic you need, and you'll see I have one on competitive eBay selling limits, Black Friday. Well, that's my old Black Friday. I have a new Black Friday post coming out. eBay selling tips, tutorials, of course, selling nude stuff on eBay, Louis Vuitton, fountain pens. You'll see I have all kinds of topics. So whatever you're interested in, if it's eBay, SEO, or Cassini, there's lots of topics. If you scroll down, I have one on Cassini. This is the complete guide to Cassini. And it's actually my most popular. Look at it. It's had 26,725 page views. So it's a pretty popular article. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Danna Crawford, and I will give you back the rest of your evening. And thank you very much, Beverly. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for joining. Hey, Patricia. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all, and I won't do romper room where I look in the mirror and say hello to everybody, but I just can't thank you enough. I know we have a lot more people here, so thanks for taking the time, and I hope to see you on the next webinar. So happy eBay selling. Go make some money. Bye, Carol. Thank you.